One of the biggest fights of the year is this weekend. Ryan Garcia takes on Devin Haney for the title. Ryan Garcia might be one of my favourite fighters in the world, but he could do something in the next few days that'll make me never want to speak his name again. I don't know what's coming next, but I'm here for the ride. And I'm still unsure as to how much of this is an act and how much of it is real. I've known people be sectioned before. We've all seen even Kanye West has shown very similar signs to Ryan Garcia. So it does feel like there's some legitimacy to this. But then on the other hand, I think he's also semi-aware of what he's doing and is also tapping into what Tyson Fury, Muhammad Ali have done in freaking out your opponent and coming across as mentally unstable as possible. And maybe he's so good at this, it might actually fucking work. Because he is taking on one of the most defensively sound boxers I've ever seen. And in order to be that way, you have to be very mentally composed and controlled and in a level of a comfort zone. And Ryan Garcia is definitely trying to take Devin Haney out of that comfort zone. So it could be genius, it could be absolute insanity, but let's enjoy some of the build-up. And don't forget, if you do want to watch it this weekend, it's going to be a hell of a fight. The link for it is in the description below. You can watch it through my link on DAZN, and that helps support the channel, and I appreciate every single one of you who is using my link. You the real MVPs.
Mike Tyson only bit one ear. I want to bite both.
This guy's shit talk. He's the most entertaining fighter since Conor McGregor. Like, in the ring, out the ring, the lot. I like what they've done here. So they've interviewed them separately and then edited it in to make it look like they're together.
Who has better fashion is very obvious. Look at me. Everything I do is on point. Ryan has his own drip. He got his own style. I got my own style, so.
What the fuck are you wearing? I'm not even being like a hater here because I rate Haney, but like he's wearing some sort of like weird fucking tank top that's shaped like a skeleton. It's not Halloween, mate.
This is Giorgio Armani's first watch collection. Right here. It's a skeleton AP, rose gold.
Ryan's got that grown man bit of class about him. Haney's still trying to impress the kids. They're completely different fashion.
I bought all of them, but somebody stole all of them and I only was left with...
Even in his watch collection, he's like, yeah, someone stole them. There's nothing straightforward with this dude.
It wasn't a lot of people in amateurs that would beat Ryan, but I was one of the very few. And I don't think that Ryan has got much better since the amateurs.
I really am fascinated to see how it is for them being back in the ring together after sharing the ring 6 times as kids and now doing it as grown men on the biggest stage of them all for the world title. These are 2 kids who went to the amusement park together as kids. Like, it's a mental storyline, that, and knowing each other so well in the ring like that from years and years and years back, it's got to have some sort of impact in, I know you know me. I feel like going into this fight, they know who's going to win before they even step foot in the ring, which might be why Ryan Garcia is acting the way he is. When you're in your flow state and you believe you're going to win, take Alexander Usyk for example, he doesn't behave in a way that's desperate to try and change the outcome because he believes in himself. I feel like this alteration of behavior from Ryan Garcia is a slight bit of desperation for him because he's lacking in confidence in who he really is. I could be wrong. I'm rooting for the kid because if he wins, it's one of the best things for fight sports content to have a star like him on the rise. But when people act really odd in a fight build-up where they're not usually acting like that, it's usually because they're not that confident.
You watch his fights, you watch mine, and you see what are you more entertained by? Who's the stronger fighter? Me. Who's the faster? Me. Who's just better overall? It's me. At that elite level, it's different. It's different, and I'm on a different level. I'm that elite. I'm that next. Ryan is good, but I'm that next level.
I feel like listening to them, they've got polar opposite ideas as to what fighting is. Devin Haney looks at an opponent and sees the danger and how he can shut that down and defend himself and then overcome you. Ryan Garcia just wants to beat the fuck out of you, and that's why he's so much more fun to watch, right? But in doing so, he leaves opportunities, he leaves openings, and it's kill or be killed a lot more with Ryan Garcia. You are much more likely to see him get knocked out or win by knockout than in a Devin Haney fight. And Devin doesn't really have the like hardcore punching power that Ryan Garcia does with that hand speed.
Fight movies. I like Creed. I like Creed 1. I like all 3 of them, but I would say probably 1. I'm personally not a fan of the Creeds. I know. Sorry, Michael. Me and Michael used to be cool. I don't know what happened. He just...
I was an issue, man, with every conversation. This was when he was off his tits, basically, when his nose was twitching like a fucking rabbit's nose. Yeah, he's not as bad at the moment. I think whatever was going on in his personal life, he seems to have sorted out just before the fight, though. It's not like we've seen him clean his act up for months in advance. This was like a month ago, maybe less.
I do this for Jesus Christ and the kingdom of heaven, and then love.
Jesus loves knockouts.
NGQ, doing what I do. All white, looking nice. Okay, come through.
I don't know if Ryan Garcia is taking the fight serious.
Whoever edited that is a fucking genius, because the fact that they weren't in the same room, like, you would never have known. But that perfectly sums up how polar opposites these two dudes are. Garcia's got all the personality, crazy, wild, unpredictable. Devin Haney is a little on the boring side to watch. The things he says in interviews, nothing is ever of any real interest, to be honest with you. I'm like, okay, you're a defensive master. You've obviously studied the greats, Floyd Mayweather. Like Floyd, you want to get all the money, you want to have all the jewelry. What's new? I've seen all this before, and Floyd did it better than you. I disliked Floyd, but that was because he at least made me feel something. Devin doesn't really make you feel anything yet. And I think that's something he really needs to work on. Part of which could be helped by getting his dad to sit more in the background and do more of the talking for himself and learn to be his own advocate. As much as I like his dad, I actually think his dad's been great for him, obviously, but I just feel like if you're going to develop into a star in a pay-per-view draw, a lot of work needs to be done. Speaking of which, here's his dad now.
Hi, I'm Bill Haney, Devin Haney's father, the best fighter in the world, and you might know me from the internet.
A lot like John Fury then, enjoying a bit of the limelight, living through his son, and fair play, like, you should be proud of your kid, right? But just see what he says.
Father, promoter, trainer.
Oh my God, this is so cringe. I know he's having a laugh with it, but fucking hell.
But you better tell that musclehead, meathead, fresh on the scene, Barracuda looking.
Pops started name calling.
I like that.
He put his filthy paws on one of ours, and I had to call in Tank. I didn't want to do it.
What the fuck is going on here? This is insane.
Is this real or not? Because the Barracuda didn't waste his time.
Sometimes it's fighter versus fighter. But this time, it's camp versus camp.
Just let the two guys fight, mate. It ain't about you, Pops. It ain't about the security guards. It's about two men. None of you matter. I get fucked off when people are trying to steal the limelight.
I see Devin overwhelming Ryan with his ability to get in, get out, lateral movement, an awesome jab, a fast right hand, and in the end, he will be bloody and battered.
I don't know about bloody and battered, but I agree with the assessment in terms of what Devin Haney brings to the table. My fear coming into this fight is that Ryan Garcia, as much as he has the tools in terms of natural ability, that speed, height, reach, for that weight, he's fantastic. But I think it's up here. He likes to be aggressive and overly aggressive, and that gets countered on. And although Devin Haney doesn't have the power of Garcia, I feel like he can time him and get him walking onto stuff. If Ryan could just rein in that aggression, he'd be such a better fighter. But it's controlling the emotions that separates him from being a very good fighter to a great fighter. The way he fought Luke Campbell, where he was just right on the edge of range, constantly being aggressive all the time. You just can't do that with a Devin Haney. He's just going to be too clever. So they did a face-off at the top of the Empire State Building.
Where's your mom at? Where's your mom, bitch? Where's your mom, bitch? Where's your mom, bitch? Where's your mom, bitch?
I've never seen someone, like, other than rappers, speak that loudly, that fastly. Like, Ryan is really emotional right now.
Where's your mama, bitch? Where's your mama, bitch?
Ooh, but he got to him. He did wind him up there. Haney couldn't fucking control himself, which is unusual for Haney. So maybe some of these tactics are having an impact. I didn't think the your mama sort of shit would work in 2024. Look at him. He's fucking nuts, Garcia. Devin Haney's dad just said that you're gonna get killed.
Yeah, Miss Garcia, you can't stop it now. It got real.
Oh my God, Ryan Garcia's mother is fucking giving Devin Haney's dad shit, and he's going, yeah, Mrs. Garcia. So apparently Ryan went to a Mets game to throw the first pitch for the baseball, and he was escorted out before that could happen.
There was no reason.
There was no reason.
And they kicked us out for no reason. So everybody, I'm personally going to say Mets. Don't ever go to a Mets game. The Mets. So guys, the Mets just wasted 3 hours of our life to say at the end, we can't throw the pitch for whatever reason. There was no reason.
There was no reason.
And they kicked us out.
Fucking hell, mate. There's like nothing that can go right around this guy, which really is a bit worrying right now because there's a really hard task in front of him and he can't even just like get through basic stuff. So since Devin pushed Ryan did hop on Twitter and say, Devin touched me without my consent and I'm suing him for putting his hands on me. And I identify as a woman, so he touched me as a grown man and hit a grown woman. And I'm LGBTQ+, so now it's a hate crime. Nah, this is so fucked up, with about 20 rainbow emojis. My only regret is that he's not still sponsored by Gymshark, because watching them panic and shit themselves and keep that little woke image intact would have been hilarious. Lucky for him, he left them. Got a better deal. Good on you. He's actually quoted the video and said, I told you, I ate that. Scrumptious. I want more. He's then screenshotted a bit where Devin starts the push as if like Devin's holding Ryan's face and going in for a kiss with the caption, I usually skip this part, rainbow emoji, wet emoji. He doesn't give a fuck. He absolutely doesn't give a shit. Weirdly, it looks like he's actually just proposed to someone. This man's a loose cannon.
Me, Ryan Garcia, has never tested positive for drugs in his life. Let me ask you.
He just met this girl.
Are you married?
Yeah. Sure.
Yes?
Yeah.
For real?
Oh my god, yes.
No, don't play. You serious?
Yes. Fucking kiss.
Me, Ryan Garcia, who's never failed one drugs test, and people might say this is a manic episode, just wondering, fancy getting married? It's giving we're losing badly. I'm really not confident now. As much as he's doing this for banter, I want you to be focusing on the defensive master that you're about to face. How is that even possible when you're putting this level of effort in to fight promo, where you're proposing to random women on the flight? What are we doing? He's then posted a video of Devin Haney, doing promo for DAZN with the caption, he can't read.
Hey, this is Devin Haney. Watch me fight Ryan Garcia on April 20th at a Dave & Buster's venue near you.
It's high school. Watch me fight It's fine. It's fine. He did a good job. He's a boxer, not a fucking actor. More tweets. I don't really care if there only one person in that building come Saturday. I have one mission. Delete the devil. Not really sure what that means. Is there any reason to come to the fight? It's going to be because there will be so many beautiful women at my fight. He then tweets, 100k offered to 12 women just to come to the fight in front row and cheer me on. Let's go. This is fucking insane. We're fucked. Jesus is the King of Kings. Sing Hosanna to the King of Kings. I used to do that in school when I was little. So apparently Ryan's been drug tested and had a mental evaluation by the New York Commission before the fight. And shockingly, he's fine.
I mean, I proved to everybody that I don't do drugs. I'm perfect, perfectly fine.
Let's just be clear. Cocaine does leave the system quite quickly, just to be clear.
It's okay when they do it. Jim Carrey makes funny faces. I can't make funny faces.
This is just the weirdest thing a boxer has ever said before a fight, ever. So before we head into the fight of the weekend, I'm going to take a look at their last fight performance. See, everything Haney does is reactionary. When you're watching Haney, his feet are constantly moving to adjust to where you are. He's never going to let himself be in a vulnerable position. I must admit, it can be frustrating to watch sometimes, but it doesn't take away from its brilliance. And when you do stand still, he punishes you for it. So he's always anticipating your next move, and when you do hesitate, stop, he's constantly punishing you, and there was the drop. And considering he's not known for his punching power, we could be seeing a level up coming now where he's adding that in. And if he does, well, then he's really got no weaknesses. And even when Regis Progress got back up, Devin Haney didn't get carried away, didn't get excited, because he's always controlled. And I understand if Ryan Garcia is trying to stop him from being like that, why? It's one of his greatest assets is his mental control.
You could talk about
God, he knows where to be at all times. Like, he's no mug. I feel like without huge power, you're not going to be able to put him in a bad spot, Devin. He's just too intelligent. The fighters like that, you need to shut the fucking lights out and nail them to the ground. Like an Alexander Usyk type. They just don't make huge mistakes. So you have to force them using an ability like power. You need an ace card, an equalizer, like Deontay Wilder has. Like something that's unstoppable. Because if there's a way to stop it, he's going to figure it out. Let's look at Ryan's last fight. Ooh, Nah. You're not hitting Devin with that. See, Ryan's feet are nowhere near as responsive, so he's a lot easier to be caught off guard. He doesn't adjust as much. So when he says he's just as good a boxer as Devin, it's just not true. Boxing is hit without getting hit. Devin is better at that than Ryan. That's just facts. And part of the problem, I feel, is Ryan was born with that, God-given gift of speed. Not that Devin wasn't born with gifts, but I just feel like Ryan was born with something that is pretty supernatural. And when you've got that, you sometimes work less hard. Like Conor McGregor, take for example, like you just start relying on those gifts. Because they bail you out of jail, you become more and more reliant on them. And the people who don't feel like they've got them, they outwork you. And before you know it, they overtake you. And I feel like that could be what we're looking at. Like they said, Ryan in the early days got the better of Devin in the amateurs. But the more Devin worked, the more he'd outwork him. And by the end, he was taken over. Now, that gap could be huge. I don't think it is. I hope not. I think there's still a shot for Ryan to win this fight, because when you've got that speed, anything can happen. If Devin does happen to switch off for one split second, which would be very unusual, Ryan can punish that. It just doesn't look likely. I feel like if Ryan is going to do that, though, he has to kind of go against his natural instincts, which is to dominate, to be aggressive, to get on top. He needs to let Devin overcommit to then give himself a chance to expose a hole, because when Devin's thinking defensively, you're just not going to get those opportunities. You need to take him out that defensive state of mind and put him in an aggressive state of mind. And that could be as simple as just playing possum a little bit, making him think you're more hurt than you really are, or that you're slowing down when you're really not. You're saving energy and you're actually fine. You just have to do the opposite of what he's expecting. And that seems very straightforward, but when you've got a genius anticipator of boxing fundamentals, how you do that is fucking hard, man. Ryan Garcia's got his work cut out this weekend. Watching Ryan right after watching Devin, it does give me a great contrast here, because as good as Ryan is as inflicting damage, better than Devin because of the fast hands, Devin's ability to avoid damage is supreme. It's a bigger ability because he's worked on it so much, and that should be the deciding factor here. That was nice anticipation. One thing I will give Ryan is he carries his power late. Some fighters, like Conor McGregor, they're devastating early on in a fight, but late on in a fight, their power is nowhere near as much. Ryan has great ability to carry his power late. It's been stopped. If Garcia catches Devin Haney, he can absolutely shut the lights off just like that. And if he does, we're looking at the biggest star in fighting. He's got the looks, the platform, the charisma, the actual talent, and then he would have the resume to be the pay-per-view star in boxing right now. I just don't see it happening. But I hope I'm wrong, because I do like the lad, and I just think that the bigger the stars we have in the fight game, the more exciting it is for all of us. But I just see a defensive mastermind in Devin Haney, slowly but surely breaking Ryan Garcia down. I don't know if he's going to stop him, and I really hope for Ryan's sake he doesn't, because this whole quitter thing, it's not good for a fighter to feel that way about himself. I hope he makes it to the end and keeps going no matter what happens. But I do see Devin as the better boxer, and I'm picking Devin Haney. Don't forget, the shock is very possible, and if you want to watch it on DAZN, my link is in the description below, and when you use our link, you help support the channel and you get a good ass stream for yourselves and your mates who are sitting down watching it. So don't forget, my link is there. If you haven't already, order it now. Don't forget to like the video. Thanks for watching. Stay subscribed to the Pain Game YouTube channel, and I'll see you on the next one.